Bro, Cabbage Patch, do your job. Do the job that you so deeply want to be a part of. Because since day one, since you came on this, oh, I've been playing in the background, bro, all you have done was speak on Polo. You haven't brought no new information. You haven't brought no new evidence. You haven't even put your little boots on the ground. Bro, you want to be a part of something so bad that your main target and main focus is Polo. I don't understand that, bro. Like, and then y'all create this narrative. Oh, Polo want to argue with women. Well, last time I checked, it's nothing but women trying to rise up to attack a man. And if you think for 1 second I'm going to allow you to attack me, man, I don't give a who you was, male, female, it, thing, whatever you want to consider yourself as. You got the game up. Like, I don't know where or who told you that it was cool to team up and then go against a man and then get on your platform talking about he attack nothing but women. Well, sit back and look. Who the f is attacking Polo? Do you see men going live, teaming up, attacking Polo? No, you don't. What you see is a group of women getting together, getting on their platform to attack a person who really speaking the truth. A person who really know more than every last one of y'all. Like, remember, I'm the person who put his boots on the ground. Like, I'm the person who really been out here in this field, bro. Like, I don't understand this. If you claim to be the activist on this case, then move like one. Act like one. For a person who have a degree, all these certificates, been doing this for all these years, the only thing you have displayed for the world is that you're attacking Polo. That's it. What's up, Sandy? Love you too. What's up, troll? That's all you have ever did. Since the first day that you went public on this case, all you have did was attack Polo. And if you think Polo will sit back and let your bad body ass talk about him, you crazy. Cabbage Patch, you got another thing coming. You should have just stayed professional. Like, you didn't get on this job to do the right thing. You got on this job, bro, to use as leverage to go after somebody. Everybody who's screaming justice, bro, y'all not screaming justice for the right reason because a lot of y'all prevent the truth. A lot of y'all has manipulated the truth. And being the fact that Polo has been out here, he know what the truth is and what's not. How can you possibly think in your right mind to go against a person who actually invested his time? I don't understand that. And then people be like, oh, Polo, you should just leave it alone. Well, guess what? Polo don't leave it alone till Polo get ready. Because when everybody else was being brought up and being spoke about, them people sat there and they wrote that. Them people accepted that. They accepted their role and their position, admitted what they had did. They accepted accountability. Maybe not everybody, but majority of them did. When people was getting their name bashed left and right, criticized, called out their name, Polo may not have did it, but it was there. The energy was there. Nobody said nothing. When Polo was out stamping, everybody was on Polo's side. But when Polo really started putting the real full truth in the atmosphere, now everybody against Polo. But when it was out there on everybody else, it was cool. You got people I never even spoke nothing negative on. I spoke highly of. But I understand family gonna take up with family, especially when it hit home, especially when a lot of the truth start right at there at the doorsteps. I get it. I understand. But one thing you should have never did was play in my face. Because listen, the truth is the truth. Until somebody come forward and drop them receipts to prove that Polo lying, then guess what? Polo not lying. And I know no receipt could get dropped to contradict or contradict what Polo said, because what Polo said is fights. How you set Polo up? The troll the person who started this really getting out there, dropping them on the ground, how you set that person up is you drop them receipts as he did. That's what you do. You don't argue with Polo. You don't go back and forth with Polo. How you set Polo up is drop the mother receipts. But you can't drop the receipts. That's why you result in going back and forth with Polo. That's why you going live talking about Polo instead of doing your job. And Polo not on this no more, and Polo not on the activist part no more, then why are you speaking on Polo? Remember when Polo was activist and Polo was speaking, Polo only spoke about people he had receipts on. Polo only spoke about people that he could put a stamp on. Y'all speaking about Polo and y'all don't have no receipts. Y'all sound real loud and dumb. Tweet a D, tweet a dumb. Y'all looking for attention. And I'm going to tell you something else y'all looking for. Y'all looking for following. Now everybody posting on their page, subscribe to their channel. Y'all weren't talking about subscribe. Remember, y'all started to criticize Polo when Polo posted subscribers. Now everybody talking about subscribe to their channel. What? What? Come on, man. Keep it P. Keep it all the way real now. Keep it real. I'm watching y'all page. My trolls watching y'all page. Now y'all talking about subscribe. I made some of y'all look like high and mighty. I ain't speaking against y'all, but y'all speak against Polo like Polo wrong now. But you ain't say Polo was wrong when I was praising you for your ISIS. You sat there and accepted them awards. But when Polo started bringing everything out, nah, I don't like this and this and this and that. Well, how you want justice then? How you want justice then? Is it really about justice? Because in order to get justice, everything got to come out. Everything got to come out. People got to understand the fights, the real fights. You got to expose them in order to get justice. You can't get justice if it's surrounded by all the, I don't know what degree y'all got or what school y'all went to, but you can't get justice if it's surrounded around. So in order to get the justice, you got to weed out, expose all the lies, expose the fraud, expose the people who really just talking and run out their mouth. You got to expose them people. And when you start hitting that right on the head, that's when everybody that was supporting you, that was on that side, they start to rise against you because you get closer and closer and closer to the truth. You start figuring out what the motivation with Joe was really about. And they expect that Polo supposed to lay down. Well, wake up, ding dong. It don't work like that with Polo. And everybody know that. If you play, I'm on your ass. And everybody know that. Ding dong, you should have did your homework. You should have kept it G. You should have kept it real. I would turn up on your ass. I don't give up about nobody. Who you talking about? What you talking about? You got hitters just like I got hitters. Thinking it's a game. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Polo. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Is you crazy? You cuckoo? Is you dumb or stupid? You better wake up and smell the coffee. This ain't cappuccino, this Folgers. This Folgers. This is Folgers. Hello, good morning, America. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be so consistent on worrying about Polo. You ain't did nothing. You haven't brought nothing new, sold nothing new. All you did, get in front of that computer. That's it. And wasted all your other energy talking about Polo. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All you did was talk about Polo. No, don't ask me no questions in the comments. Go ask the advocate. Go ask the advocate. Go ask the person who wasted all her time talking about Polo. Don't ask me no questions in the comment pertaining to this case. Go ask the advocate who claimed that she been behind this the whole time. Go ask the people that these people standing with. Don't ask Polo shit. Don't ask Polo no questions about nothing. Go ask them same people that some of y'all be on their mother lives cheering them on. Don't ask Polo shit. Because you gotta know this right here. Out of everybody, even the family, it's only one person. Now, one person that was on the ground day in and day out. Only one person actually We're looking into everything. Don't never get it twisted or get it confused. Never. So y'all should have thought to y'allself, well, you know what? I'll be honest with y'all. That's the only person I ever really seen out there. That's the only person I seen day in and day out. But what people didn't expect is people to actually do their job or do what they said they were doing. But the difference is, Polo was. Polo said he wanted to do something different. So Polo did. Whatever I said I'm going to do in my mind, I take advantage of that. I do it. So Polo was doing it. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect people actually do it. Nobody expect a blogger to do anything but talk on social media. Remember, that's all bloggers do, is talk and spread on social media. They don't put the boots on the ground. They don't go check. They don't fight check. They just wait on information, and then they spread it and talk about it. Until they met Polo. Until they met Polo. Because when Polo came along, Polo did everything that he said he was going to do. And that what made Polo a threat when they realized that, boy, Polo paying attention. That nigga ain't just talking. Everybody starting to pay attention to Polo. All the bloggers, they stopped talking about what they talking about. And everybody paying attention to him. We got to put an end to this. Pay attention. Polo not public enemy anymore. Your money. Y'all ain't got no money. That's why y'all asking for donations. If you had money, the world wouldn't be involved. Stop playing. Stop lying. Stop flogging. You ain't got no money. Y'all been broke. Stop playing. Who y'all putting on for? If y'all had money, why does the world got to donate? Why does the world got to pay? Why does the world got to do anything if you had money? You never had money. The money been dried up. And even more money dried up. Know what I mean? When dog passed away, who y'all putting on for? Because when it was all going down, and Polo was on that side, you couldn't get up to go against Polo. You couldn't get neither one of them mother talking about, I'm tired of Polo. No, you were right there cheering it on. When everybody was focused on attacking one person, y'all were right there cheering it on. Because y'all didn't expect nobody to pay attention. Y'all didn't expect nobody to really put boots on the ground. Come on, loud spokeswoman. You weren't even there. You weren't even there in the beginning. Stop playing. You just lied for nothing. You wasn't there. And then when I ciphered through your lies and figured out what you were lying about, that's when Polo became public enemy number one. What you're doing right now is called damage control. You trying to save face and try to make it seem like Polo crazy. Polo just tripping. Is Polo tripping? Well, what about all the time when you were, Team Polo and Cutwater Davis and we with Polo and thank you, Polo. If Polo was lying, then why was y'all there then? If Polo was lying and Polo was just crazy and tripping, why was you there then? Why did Polo meet the whole family inside the guest room? If Polo was lying, stop lying. Stop lying. If Polo's so much of a fraud, then why was y'all on Polo page? Why was y'all all on Polo live? Y'all weren't on nobody else live. Y'all weren't giving them no mother attention. Y'all weren't praising them. Y'all was in bad. I wasn't trying to be in the block party. I wasn't trying to be there in the festival. I was trying to get like they love me. I ain't trying to be there. I was trying to avoid being there. I was trying to rest my nerve and have a peace of mind on my life. But y'all won't keep it peace. Now everybody hollering about, what the f you gonna do to me? A nigga ain't gonna do to me. Understand that. If you think in your right mind, that your ass could get in your car and drive 200 miles to come see about your partner, get some answer about your partner, you couldn't even drive then. But you gonna drive and time you gonna pull up on a nigga who been pushing this. Get the f out of here, nigga. Get the f out of here. That energy that you pushing, nigga, you should have pushed that shit right way, because if they gonna compete and think that's gonna be sweet, you gonna die where you staying at. What's wrong with you? Nigga, you better check your temperature, nigga. What's wrong with you, nigga? This 5,000 degrees over here, nigga. Don't happen like that. What you think a nigga gonna slap me in my seat and he gonna walk and talk about it? You crazy, nigga. Wrong with you, nigga? You got a wrong nigga. I don't know what they telling you or what's coming to you, but ain't there nigga put their hands on P and ain't shit happen to him. I don't know what you thinking. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you, because a nigga ain't never put their hands on P and ain't shit happen to him. You can't pay them to go live and say they put their hands on P and ain't shit happen to him. You crazy. I don't know what information they feed you to your death date. They feed your ass to the graveyard. Don't get this twisted. Please don't. 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 I don't know who done got y'all fooled. Don't let them people trick your ass out your life. Playing games. Playing games. If you don't think that my team ain't gonna spike your ass down, you crazy. You done lost your mother mind. You must be smoking and drinking that Beetlejuice. And I don't know who done told you. Oh, and y'all tripping. Don't let them trick you. Talking about Polo use drugs. You see how chubby this face is? You see how much I weigh? You better don't let them people fool you. This check's not chuckers, and don't get checkmate playing a game that you ain't ready for. Don't get caught up in Russian roulette. Y'all be sitting around playing these fake ass games, nigga. Y'all be around talking about what the y'all want. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that, because if you did, you want to make it seem like Polo put the enemy number one. Understand that, because I always know this. And you know this. You know this. You gotta know I know more than y'all. You gotta know that. Who in your right mind? Who in your right mind thought that you knew more than me? Y'all ain't even been inside that city. Y'all ain't even walk them streets. Y'all ain't tear Gainesville up. Who the y'all were fooling? Gainesville don't talk to out-of-towners like that. I don't know what y'all thought Gainesville was sweet. I don't know what the thought. Ain't shit sweet about the 3, the 5, or the 2. They ain't just walk around talking to y'all. You fraudulent. Fraudulent. All this come from one thing. All Polo wanted y'all to do is just drop the receipts. That's it. Just drop the receipts, clear this up, and that's that. And you gonna keep your supporters because they gonna love transparency. That's it. But that was too hard because y'all thought y'all were bigger than the program. That's all. I ain't y'all do nothing else but to drop them receipts. That's it. That's it. People in my subscribers, let me say 100 people in them subscribers know I ain't lying. I say, bro, all right, we gonna defend transparency. That's it. All the nigga want to touch and do is just drop the receipts. You know, it's a lot of loud talking going on, man. A lot of talking. The only way you stand on business is drop receipts. Remember, I started pushing that as my narrative. All the ladies I told, make niggas stand on business. Make people stand on business. That's it. You know what I mean? All this talking. Too much talking going on. It's too many different stories going on. And the reason why too many stories going on, because ain't nobody dropping no receipts. Ain't nobody standing on what they saying. Ain't nobody, if I'm saying this right here, I need to drop the receipt, so therefore it's stamped. Nobody was doing that. Everybody thought they were bigger in the program. Now I'm watching y'all page. Now I'm subscribing. And people don't like how I'm shooting at the family. Am I shooting or am I telling the truth? Am I shooting or am I telling the truth? The only way you go against what I'm saying is drop the receipts. If you drop the receipt, I check them out. If you drop the receipts from the beginning of everything you said, bro, I would shut the fuck the word. No, boy. Listen, boy. Shut the fuck. Boy, Polo, they done drop the receipts. So shut the fuck. And get what Polo gonna do? Shut the fuck. I'ma shut the fuck. I ain't gonna say else. Cause guess what? You just put the receipts in my face. But you know, you can't put them receipts in my face, dog. And all I tried. And people like, oh, Polo, why you ain't just call them? I did. I actually talked to them and told them the correct error. I told them that's real damage control is when you talk to the people behind closed doors and you let them know, hey, correct this. You ain't going to hurt your platform. They going to respect you because you corrected the errors. You found out this and you corrected it. But if you not correct it and that's hit mainstream, people going to look at you differently. That's when you lose your following because you're not telling the truth. You found out about something, you knew what the truth was, and you failed to do the right thing. That's how you lose supporters. That's how you lose following. That's how. Remember, everything was good until I had posted I had reached 500 subscribers. But what my subscribers got to do with y'all? I've been had subscribers. This ain't my first page. My other page used to do numbers, millions and millions of views. Some of y'all just heard about Polo. Some of y'all just heard. And people talking about stop egging people on. It ain't about no egging nobody on. How you stop what people saying is you show the receipts. Anybody in my comment talking about egging somebody on, well, guess what? Your life is a fraud. Because if you think for a second it's cool to narrate a story without no receipts and put all the blame on people that you have no receipts for, you fraud, you fake, you phony, you flout. That's what you call fake and phony. Because when people were pushing the narrative on other people and they didn't have receipts, you thought that was cool? Do you think that's right? To justify that as right is crazy. To sit here and talk about, oh, stop egging this man on, he just want attention. No, y'all were putting out in the atmosphere that you knew wasn't right. You knew wasn't correct. Not saying something wasn't an accident. I'm not speaking on that. I'm speaking on the fight that y'all knew something and y'all lied about it. Instead of y'all telling the truth about it, y'all lied about it. It's people that took and ran with it because of y'all. And y'all think it's right that people could let that slide and y'all don't correct error? You got people looking at people sideways and y'all ain't got no fights. Y'all got people thinking this took place at this time and y'all ain't got no fights. Y'all put lies in the atmosphere. Lies in the atmosphere that you knew was wrong. Knew was wrong. And then y'all turn around and talk about, oh, Polo, he with the drama. Is Polo with the drama? Or you just comfortable with riding with lies? Or is you comfortable with your life being a lie? Is you comfortable with people lying in your face? It's people that took money out their pocket because they believe certain things. Do you think no people that came out their pocket if they know it was a lie? Scamming people is not right. It's not right. You gotta give some type of transparency. These times I got money from people. I told them what it was. If plans didn't go right, it didn't go right. But I told them what it was. I told them what it was for. If we tried and we failed, we failed. But I told them what it was for. And we attempted to make it happen. And it may have went wrong. But when you know something ain't right, before you even open your mouth, if you know something wrong, and you know you lying, and you know the truth behind your lie, and you don't correct it, that's fraud. That's fraud, bro. That's fraud. And there's no way around that shit, man. In order to see justice, dog, like a lot of y'all claiming that what y'all want, you gotta do the right thing, dog, and wiggle through and remove the lies, bro. You can't get justice for nobody if you sit around and allow lies to continue to grow. You can't, dog. You can't. You can't, dog. That's crazy, dog. And it's people that really sit back and think that's cool and that's right. It's not. It's not. It's not. You have a fake-ass activist online. All she do is talk about Polo. She supposed to be focused on the case. Her words and thoughts shouldn't even be about Polo. She's not even supposed to be between the politics. She's not even supposed to be in the middle of why Polo going at it with them because you wasn't there. You wasn't there. You went on the phone. You went on them conferences. You was never around when nothing got talked about. You shouldn't even be entertaining what's going on because you wasn't there. You wasn't there. You don't know the real reason why the Polo cutting up. You don't know that. You don't know that. So you shouldn't be speaking on that. All you think is digging up Polo, speaking on Polo. I think you know Polo. You crazy. You ain't never met Polo. You ain't never met Polo. You going by what the arguments that transpire on Facebook. You don't know Polo at all. You don't know the Polo because if you really knew Polo, then you would know if Polo with you. There's nothing in this world. Nobody could tell Polo without receipts. You should know that. You should know that. Anybody out with. Anybody out with. And nobody can tell me nothing about nobody without no receipts. If I can't see them receipts, but I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about. Nothing. Nothing. But if a person constantly bringing receipts, remember this right here. If it was about money, and I asked them about money, then you got receipts. If y'all fell out with Polo about money, you got receipts. Where the receipts at? If it's about money, bro, and y'all talk to Polo about some money, and Polo asked y'all about some money, where the receipts at? Where the text messages? Where the conversation at? Where the proof at? Where the proof at? You don't have it. That's a narrative that you created because you felt like that was the narrative that's going to fly. And you came up with females to come together because you paint the world. Then this man arguing with women and they grieving. No, they ain't grieving. They money hungry. They money hungry. Ain't no grieving. They money hungry. They lying. They ain't grieving. They was just outside turning up, partying, hanging out. Ain't nobody grieving. They ain't grieving. That's what they want the world to think. They want the world to think. Y'all made it seem like people using this man for clicks and views when y'all using this man for money grabs like you been doing while he was here. That's what y'all want people to think. Y'all made it about the bloggers doing this and doing that. Well, the blogger was trying to get it right and they were trying to bring receipts. What have y'all produced? Besides telling the people the money went to the right place. Get out of here, man. Out of here. Y'all the same people that told the people $250,000 got transferred out one account to another account with an online transaction. What you want people to believe that? Man, get the out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. You can't call in damage control. You can't, dog. And much of people want to make it seem like, oh, Polo the problem. No, I seen y'all telling Polo, oh, just let it alone. It been 3 days. It been months when they were criticizing everybody else. It was months. January, February, all the way into March, they were criticizing everybody else. But y'all feel like Polo supposed to just let that slide in 2 days. Nah. This lady here even had the nerve to say I came for her first. I never even came for this lady. You lying. The first time y'all go live, here you go, talking about Polo. I ain't never went live talk about you. I never spoke about you. I never said nothing negative about your name. Because I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. Besides, you try to be a part of some cases in Gainesville, and nobody ain't got no justice yet. That's all I know. And even by then, I still wasn't speaking on it because I don't know what you capable of. Oh, you could get this and get that and whatever. Even though I know a lot of that you saying you could get, you ain't going to be able to get. But still, I guess your degrees and your connects can make it happen, even though I know criminal justice won't be found here. Nah, keep it P, dog. Keep it P, dog. Keep it P. Sometimes justice can't happen if people are too busy protecting justice. If you protect justice from transpiring, the only thing you're looking for is attention and money. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can't get something that you protecting to find. You can't. The world is only consumed because they feel bad. They only consume because they feel bad. Genuinely, they feel bad. That's it. That's it. But the world at some point gonna wake up. And they gonna siphon. They gonna siphon. They gonna siphon. And one thing about this whole scenario is, and the only thing I'm standing on, this is what I'm standing on. if Polo is lying, all I want you to do is just drop the receipts. That's it. I just want you to keep it P. I don't want followers that, remember y'all saying that it was they followers? My followers that end up embracing the story that I was telling. My followers to fall victim. That's it. I don't care about nothing else, nobody else. All I care about is the people that tuned in with Polo from the beginning. People that came from around the nation, around the world, to tune in to my lives day in and day out. That's the only people that I actually owe my loyalty to. Them the only people that I really just want y'all to drop the receipts for. Because at the end of the day, dog, a lot of them people would have never been invested, never donated their money, never donated their time if it wasn't for Polo. So I owe them transparency. And all I want y'all to do is drop them receipts. I don't owe nobody else no transparency that wasn't rocking with Polo. But the people from around the nation that tuned in from Polo with the cut water, turning up, snapping, pushing this case day in and day out, bro. I owe them people, dog. And for anybody to feel like Polo should shut up, well, guess what? Them people wasn't there supporting you. They were supporting me. Them people was supporting me. Them people was on my lives. My lives. So I owe them that. Regardless of how nobody else feel. That's it. I don't care how nobody else feel, bro. Nobody else feel, bro. The only people that I owe, bro, and I'm going to keep fighting for their transparency, is the people that genuinely supported Polo. That's it. I don't give a about what nobody else saying. I give a about my genuine supporters, dog, because them people kept it P with Polo. They kept it real with Polo. They kept it real. And when people keep it real with you, you owe that same realness back. All these people I see changing and switching up, they flout. All these people I praise and talk highly of who switching up, they flout. I don't give a if my daddy did something wrong, I'm going to correct him. Because guess what? These people out here genuinely showed me love and support. How dare you make me look bad in front of these people that didn't have to take their time to support what I had going on? How dare you? That's what you call real. That's what you call not being biased. The first rule is I'm going to try to talk to you behind closed doors. If you fail to listen and do the right thing, I'm going to attempt it one more time. If you fail to do it then, just like you came to the world and talked all that, I'm going to talk the truth to the world. And this time, it won't be. It's a difference. I gave you plenty of opportunities to keep it P. True crime ain't advertising your face on their platforms. You got certain people that's real detectives and real advocates that's paying attention. You got people that's really part of these government officials who have been watching these lives. And when these certain people jump in my inbox and I counsel with them and I communicate with them and I drop them the receipts and I give it to them raw. You know they tell me, Polo, regardless of how they feel, you as a man got to do the right thing because it's supporters that genuinely supported you. And if it weren't for you, they wouldn't even be here. They would have been minding their own business. So you think about what you want to do. And whatever decision you make, we support that 100%. But the worst thing you could do, remember this, is to know something ain't right and you condone to it. Because you just as guilty as the person who spread it, the initial lie. Regardless how you feel or how you think. Sometimes in this world, we got to realize that we can't keep condoning until without receipts. In order to stamp something, in order to cause some fights, you must bring the receipts. You must show that what you're doing is righteous. Know what I mean? We grown people, man. We can't be out here scamming people that we might need one day. We can't be out here just handling people any kind of way. We can't do it. Because one thing about this life is, it gonna come a time in this world where you gonna need people to support you. You gonna need people to fight for you. Because one day, you might get diabetes. You might get cancer. You might get something that somebody need to bring awareness to. You might not have all them funds, and you need support from the world. Guess what people gonna do? They gonna see your GoFundMe, and they gonna walk right past it. Because they gonna remember them times that you scammed people. They gonna remember them times when you told them lies to the world and made people feel bad. In reality, you were lying just for that attention. It gonna come for that time when people gonna remember. You were condoning to that. You were part of that stuff. You were part of the people that were trying to silence the men who really were trying to bring awareness to the world. Because that's what we really supposed to be doing. Bringing awareness, get answers. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But in order to do that, in order to find what you're looking for, you must cipher through all through the lies and be transparent. That's how. True justice only comes through transparency. When you hide things and corrupt the investigation, you destroy the investigation. That's what you do. When you corrupt an investigation, withhold information to the investigation, when you protect individuals, it's really part of the investigation. When you hide and lie, and then claim that you never said it, knowing social media record everything, you tarnish the integrity of an investigation. Once you lie on social media about anything, you is no longer considered a credible witness to any investigation. Once people can show and prove that you lied without no remorse and then come back and correct your lies, you no longer credible in no courthouse. You no longer credible in no courthouse because you is deemed a liar. Once your integrity is questioned and receipts is dropped, then what you saying is irrelevant because no judge, no prosecutor, no state attorney is going to believe you. You is deemed a liar who had no remorse on telling the truth, no remorse on correcting error. You sat there and abused your privilege as a spokeswoman. You approved and abused your privilege as an activist when you failed to do your job because all you sat there did was talk about Polo. You wanted smoke for the wrong reason. You supposed to be fighting. You supposed to give them people something different because what they were saying about Polo, you were supposed to come in the picture and get them something different and make it seem that Polo was the one that was wrong. But all you did was come in the picture and come after Polo. That's it. So you sat round. You sat round all this time in the background and waited, talking about you was working behind the scenes just to get on live. And instead of doing what you said you were coming to do, you came after Polo. You waited all this time to get in front of the world just to go against Polo. And for the audacity, y'all, all y'all were trying to do was to get Polo to go back and forth with y'all. So therefore, y'all following go up. That's it. That's it. Now, when you see y'all, listen to y'all posts, and when y'all make a message, it say subscribe to your channel now. Why they ain't been saying that? Why? The only way you can do it is go after the person that was the voice. Go after the person who had the biggest impact. Regardless of how you say it, and regardless of how you put it, the person who had the biggest impact, that's who y'all targeting. That's who y'all targeting. But the sad part about it is, neither one of y'all that's targeting me had dropped one receipt. Not one. Not one. Not then, not a month ago, and so not now. Not one. Not one. Not one. But y'all want the world to look at Polo different. Yeah, Polo may have been a troll, and I might troll people. But one thing I have never did is troll somebody who telling the truth. If you got them receipts. If you got them receipts. And even then, receipts shut me up. But when y'all try to come after me and troll me and want me to troll y'all, that's my personal decision to come entertain y'all. But that's not what they're supposed to be about. Stop making it seem like this is about drama. This is not about drama. This is about receipts, bro. People can make it seem like it's about drama. None of this would have never been happening if people just dropped the receipts. If people dropped the proof and evidence, none of this stuff would be going on. It's not about no drama. The only way you turn this into drama is when people don't drop the receipts. People avoid dropping the receipts. People avoid telling the truth. That's the only reason why it looked like a circus. That's the only reason why it looked like it's a big drama. A big thing going around and being pulled here and there. The only reason why is because people refuse to drop the real receipts. That's it. That's it, dog. That's it, dog. When you sit back and you think about it for a quick second, the real reason all this going on, because people won't drop the receipts. All Polo's saying is drop the receipts. Drop the evidence to support what you've been saying, bro. And if I'm wrong for that, and y'all so tired of Polo, why I'm seeing y'all speak negative on Polo, but y'all still friends on my page? Remove yourself. Unfriend yourself. If you're tired of seeing Polo, bro, block the page. Unfriend the page because what you're doing is flawed. If you go to another page and talk about Polo, but you friends with his page, you flawed. You is flawed. You can't make it in your world. You need to go look in the mirror and be like, man, you know I'm flawed. I'm creep. I'm going to let him know I'm flawed, but I'm still going to keep watching his page. Come on, bro. Keep it real, dog. Keep it real, dog. Like for real, dog. Y'all got to stop the madness, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all knew we was on the edge of crossing that finish line. But what stopped crossing the finish line, the reason why that stopped happening, because people is not telling the truth, dog. The people is not telling the truth, dog. That's it, bro. That's it. We was crossing the finish line. Man, Lord knows we were crossing that finish line, bro. Lord knows we was. But when we were crossing that finish line and we seen that, let me clarify that. When I seen that finish line, in order to get across that finish line, people had to tell the truth. That's all I'm saying. For everybody who, dog, that wanted justice, dog, I can't do no but tell y'all, dog, I love and I appreciate y'all. And all y'all who really wanted justice, dog, I really appreciate y'all for standing tall in the paint, coming this far, dog. But as I seen the finish line, bro, in order to get to that finish line, people had to tell the truth. That's why Polo demanded receipts. And that's why they won't drop them receipts. And that's why they won't clear up no lies that has been told, bro. That's why, bro. You can make Polo public enemy number one, bro, but in order to get to that finish line that was sitting right there, people got to tell the truth. People got to tell the truth, dog. People got to tell the truth because we were right there. We were right there, dog. We were right there at the finish line, bro. But they stopped the finish line. They stopped me in my tracks because in order to get there, you must tell the truth and you must drop the receipts. Come on, man. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them trick you. Even if y'all don't with Polo no more, even if you don't with Polo, make them drop the receipts then. At least you could do. If you don't do nothing else, make them drop the receipts. But the only thing I can tell you is, When you went to that side, I want you to stay over there. But if you don't do nothing else while you're over there, is make them drop the receipts. Make them drop the receipts. Yeah. Go outside and chant, drop the receipts. Drop the receipt. If powder blue don't move, drop the receipts. That's all I'm saying. If powder blue don't move, drop the receipts. That's all I'm saying. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts, man. That's it. The bad boys who talking about it's about money, he mad about money, they ain't got no money. What you mean? What you think the world involved with donations? Shut the fuck. If you think, listen, if powder blue don't move, drop the receipts. That's it. If you standing for justice for Joe and powder blue don't move, drop the receipts. That's all I'm saying. Listen here. And if you don't get that and you keep thinking it's about money and you don't get what I'm saying, bro, then you need to go check into the psych ward because you need help. If powder blue don't move and it's justice for Joe, drop the receipts. That's all I'm saying. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. That's all I'm saying, man. If powder blue don't move, and it's justice for Joe. What Polo want, what Polo talking about, y'all talking about Polo about money. I said it very clearly. I'm going to break it down to the lowest decimal. If powder blue don't move, and it's justice for Joe, drop the receipts. That's it. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. Because I know goddamn well that Joe is up there. He ain't mad at Polo. He's smiling. That Polo is telling the people who screaming justice for him to drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. That's it. And I'm going to keep saying that. But I know what y'all won't do. Y'all going to keep talking crazy about Polo. Y'all going to keep making Polo the part of y'all conversation. Y'all going to keep trying to get Polo followers. But one thing y'all won't do is drop the receipts to support what y'all been saying. That's it. That's it. That's it. All you gotta do, man, and listen here, is drop the receipts. Y'all keep hollering about it's about money. No. That's what they want people to think. Polo never needed y'all money. Hell, y'all say y'all didn't need the people money, but then y'all ask for donations. So who really need the money? Polo, you ain't got near receipt that Polo asked you for some money. Not one. Not one. All I'm saying is, if powder blue don't move, and it's justice for Joe, drop the receipts. Drop the receipts, man. Drop the receipts, man. Man, love, Ace, or wherever it is, man. Drop the receipts, man. Tell the people drop the receipt. All the other shit talking relevant. That's it. That's it. Because we all know, man, for the people who have taught me, the people who have sat down and watched these receipts, the people who have seen these pictures, the people who there around this immediate circle of mine, the only thing we holler is one thing: drop the receipts. That's it. That's it. And Cabbage Patch girl, in a little while, you gonna look like the biggest fool because all you did was come on your platform and talk about Polo. You ain't even did your job yet. That you claim that you want to do so bad. You claim do so bad. I'm calling all y'all whole cards. I'm calling every last one of y'all whole cards out on live, in front of the world. I'm calling each one of y'all whole cards out. That y'all can't drop the receipts. If Polo's so foolish and Polo is the problem, Only way you can show the world that Polo is the problem is to drop them receipts. That's it. That's it. That's it, man. That's all I'm screaming, man. Everything else y'all talked about, sum this up so we can go ahead and move on to the next chapter. Let's sum this up by dropping them receipts. That's it. Let's sum it up. Let's wrap this up with dropping them receipts. That's it. That's it. And I'm telling the world, drop the receipts. All this morning motivation, motivate them mother receipts. All this morning motivation, make it morning motivation with dropping them receipts. Yeah. Yeah. Morning motivation with receipts. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sum this up. Let's wrap this up. And how we're going to wrap this up is, when you do morning motivation, drop the receipts. That's it. Drop the receipts. You want the supporters' money. You don't want to show them where it's going at. You feel like telling them that. Tell them where it's going at. Ah, man, drop the receipts, man. Y'all was so connected. It was so locked in with draw account. Y'all was so tied in with the main account. Drop the receipts. If you were connected to the account, drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. But you got people want to beat me mad. Nigga, this, no, who you should have been calling that is the people, your own people, who can't drop no receipts. It's not my fault that your life is a lie. It's not my fault that you can't trick everybody. It's not my fault that you thought Polo was like the other bloggers. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Tell the world the real reason why the switch up happened. I'm only going to let you slide so many times. Morning motivation with them receipts. All this singing, your voice starting to shake now. Your voice don't even sound the same no more. You trying to figure out words to say. Well, let me help you out. Morning motivation with receipts. That's how you do it. Morning motivation with receipts. Well, this morning motivation with Auntie Receipts, and I'm here to set Polo up once and for all, and I'm going to drop these receipts on everything I have said because Polo is attacking us or whatsoever. So I'm going to drop these receipts, and I'm going to show the world that Polo is a fraud. Polo is lying. He is a problem. Everything he's saying ain't right. Here go the receipt of the $250,000. Here go the receipt of the money being transferred overnight. Here go the receipt of the name being changed on the policy. Baby, if you got them receipts, your ass going to jail. Because you just committed fraud as well. Yeah. 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 And just as much as y'all sick and tired of Polo, you should be sick and tired of the flies. For the longest, the world ain't even know about the baby in Georgia until it started getting talked about. Now you want to post pictures. You got something to say about Polo. But Polo was the same that was helping that cash out go ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. You forgot? You forgot? You forgot? And another thing is that fights, you can check this receipt. Let me drop another receipt. The reason why people went around GoFundMe, The reason why you go around GoFundMe, because GoFundMe's job is to protect the people from fraudulent activities, to protect the people of being taken advantage of for their currency. You set up any time that you want a private attorney, a lawyer, or if you're going through anything that's traumatic, even if you was a victim and you start a GoFundMe account, you must provide all receipts to what you set that GoFundMe up for. You must be 100% transparency that give trust to the people that you not with. But you go around GoFundMe, the only company that's really trustable or credible of making y'all do the right thing. And you have people go Cash App, Chime, Apple Pay, everything that has no trace of people money. Because if people didn't put what the purpose was in that little comment section, even though they still could dispute your ass for feeling, because they feel like fraudulent activity took place, and any bank gonna overturn it. Any bank gonna overturn it. Any bank. Just like a class action lawsuit can be filed, you know, of a class action fraud that took place on social media. Remember, they came to social media and asked the world to donate for a cause. You asked the world to donate for a cause. Remember? They got the videos of what the money was supposed to go to. So, you know, still, if the money didn't go to that, and you haven't provided this to the people, then it's considered fraud. It's considered fraud. You know what I mean? Hey, listen here. Ain't nobody can't tell me to worry about me. Because remember, some of y'all were the same people that told me to worry about Joe. And that's what I'm doing. Exposing the fraud for people acting like they worried about Joe. Concerned about Joe. Really want justice for Joe. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. And then you have people. Yeah, you right. You right. It probably was. It probably was their worst mistake by joining with Polo. And you know why? Because you can say that to everybody else. You can't say that to me. Because everybody know that Polo will rock with you. But the second Polo find out that you lying about anything and you making him look bad based off your lies, oh, you could have been Billie Jean. You could have been Michael Jackson giving me $200,000 a month. I don't give about none of that. Because at the end of the day, you know what the people going to say? Well, Polo, you went along with that. You went along with that. You went along with it. You were the one that was pushing it. You the one that spoke on it. Because let's be honest. When people holler about they got it viral, let's be honest. They haven't got on live and talked nothing more than 5 minutes. That's it. They never broke down the case, talked about the case, nothing like that. Let's be honest. Let's pay attention. You can go back for months. You don't see lives posted where people really talking and fighting for justice. If I can look at Kendrick, justice for Kendrick, I look at Dria's situation. See, they already in Tallahassee already. They already there. Look at all the other cases where people really were protesting, stand on business. You seen that constantly online. You seen that. You ain't see them just posting from their house. You ain't see that. So when you holler about who made what and how it went viral, it's the people outside who made it viral. Because it's the people outside that constantly spoke about it, talked about it, kept the name relevant, kept it alive, kept it being pushed, made it hit true crimes. Remember, it was the outsiders who made it hit true crimes. Not none of y'all. Y'all face ain't nowhere on there. Y'all ain't dropped not one receipt. That's why true crimes and a lot of them activists and them big advocates, that's why they never tuned in. That's why they never did, because y'all never put in no work. Y'all never were genuine trying to fight. That's why. The detective ain't keep not paying attention. You lied on the detective when you say the detective wasn't paying attention. Oh, the detective was paying all the way attention. All the way attention. You know how these detectives do. If you smart and you got any sense, when you tell a detective this could be a homicide, do you think you're right, man, that these people ain't paying attention? These people just sit back and they watch. And they watch. And they watch. And guess who they watching the first, the most? The family. They watching the family. And see the family fighting and pushing the cause. They paying attention to the family. Because when a family member die, the first suspects are the family. The first suspects, when a family member die, you know the mother procedure, when somebody die in a family, and the family member say something, the first people that consider the suspect is the people around him. Them the first people. Not the outsiders, they the second person people. Listed as suspect. It gonna always be the people that's around him, the number one suspect. First, they gotta rule them out. They gotta watch how they move, watch how they act, watch how they fight, watch how many of them speak on the situation. They pay attention. That's what a real detective do. A homicide detective. They watch the family without even telling the family nothing. So while you were hollering about the detective, wasn't watching. Oh, he was watching. He watch y'all do nothing. That's what he watch. That's what he watch. Y'all don't know 352 better than the people that's from 352. You gotta be foolish. You gotta be foolish. Gotta be stupid. You gotta be stupid. But at the end of the day, like I just said, the only people that I'm pushing transparency for is the people that started following Polo. The people who started paying attention. And the only thing I'm saying, if you care about the situation, like some of y'all claim y'all do, then there's no way that you should be offended by Polo saying, drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. If you feel any type of way about Polo saying, drop the receipts, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. You're out your rabbit ass mind. Because that's how you stand on business. And guess what? You know something else? That's how the other big advocates, that's how they come aboard. That's how all them big advocates with real names, they come aboard because they see the receipts. They see the receipts. Hey, Alicia Williams, I see you got a green camera by your name. I bet you see. I bet you see. And if I was the informant, if I was the detective informant, guess what I've been telling them? Guess what I would have told the detective? The same people that scream for justice, them the ones in the way of justice. How about that? How about that? That's if I was the informant for the detective, that's what I would have told the detective. Detective Dawes, the same people screaming for justice, them the ones in the way of getting justice. Make them drop the receipts, Detective Dawes. Make them drop the receipts. That's what I would have said if I was the informant for the detective. But my question to you is, why is you friends on my page? Why is you still here? Why is you even in my chambers? Let me screenshot your name. Appreciate it. This informant needed your name. Because why is you here? Whoop-de-doo. Why is you still friends on my page? You flout, you creep too. Because you on my page, list as a friend, send me a friend request, then stay on my page just to talk about me. You ain't got nothing better else to do. Whoop-de-doo. You feel like I'm the informant? Whoop-de-doo. Well, guess what? If I'm the informant for the detective, guess what? I guess I'm the only one that can get justice. If I'm the informant. Whoop-de-doo. And guess what you just did? It up. Whoop-de-doo. How about that? Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-mother-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, man, why'd you still here, Lisa? You still rest as a friend on my page. Go unfriend yourself. Whoop-de-doo. 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 Oh, it say follower. Alicia Williams. You a follower. Why'd you follow me? Unfriend yourself. Unfriend yourself. Unfriend yourself. You keep forgetting. You keep forgetting, Alicia Williams. I was going viral before you. Before them. Before this situation. Before all of it. Go check my other page. Whoop-de-doo. And one thing about it is, they know. They know. They know from the other page that Polo stand on receipts. If he can't get receipts, he is not condoning to what you got going on. No matter who come against me, who go against me, if I don't get them receipts, I'm not keep going on with no lies. I'm not entertaining no lies. It's obvious. No matter how you look at it, you ever wonder why the daddy never wanted to be the voice? He never wanted to speak. But he'll get on my lives and cut up and hang out and have fun. But you ever wonder why he never vocally spoke, be the spokesman for his own son? Because remember, Rena was doing him so bad, so wrong. But you ever wonder why he never was a spokesman in this situation? Remember, he was there in the hospital. You ever wonder why he never was a spokesman? Shit. All right. You tell me one parent. You tell me one parent in this world who don't want to be the spokesman for their child. Tell me. You tell me. You tell me how one parent feels some type of way about the other parent, but they don't want to be the spokesman for their child. You tell me. You tell me. Come on. Be real. Be real. Be real. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Because in reality, you just won't back what's yours. You won't back what's yours if you want to be technical. The only thing you want out this situation is what's yours. And we're not talking about Dro. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. But y'all expect, oh, Polo not to feel no type of way because Polo wants y'all to drop the receipts. But y'all got the world confused. Y'all got the world thinking this one thing. It's a reason why you're not the spokesman. It's the reason why you're not speaking or even advocating for your own child. Remember, not one day have you been the advocate. Not one day have you became the advocate for your child. Remember? 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 You just won't bite what's yours. Remember? Don't act like we ain't have conversations. You forgot? You forgot. Why you think Polo hollering and demanding? Just drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. See, cuz, when y'all, and then I hear, oh, he must be talking to Lulu. Boy, he on powder, boy. Powder blue don't move. How I'm on powder? How I'm on powder, powder blue don't move? How come on powder? How? Make it make sense. Troll, get out my page. Why? They can't tell you that. They gotta come a little better than that. Them fights. Ding dong. But here go people. People gonna come around and say, oh, Polo nigga and all that. Well, you know, Polo might be a nigga. But one thing about this nigga keep them receipts. And one thing about this nigga, all you gotta do is tell this nigga, shut the up, here go all the receipts, nigga. Hey, man, Quisha, Davis, all that talk about the case, go talk to the advocate about the case. All that you talking about, you can't talk about the case if you don't know the truth about the case. You instead of talking about the case, and these people ain't telling you the truth about the case. Truth and facts that they already have. You can't argue with the receipts that's already been provided. Drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. That's it. That's it. That's it. You will get in my comments. I'm still waiting for nobody to go live and drop the receipts. That's it. That's all I'm waiting for, man. That's it. No, I'm hot. I'm heated. I'm sweating. Because I just can't wait until the receipts get dropped. If they ever get dropped. Yeah, they all the way lost in the sauce. They all the way lost in the sauce. They all the way, they so lost in the sauce, it don't make no sense. But I want their ass to be smothered in this sauce. Smothered. All it called for is those receipts. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. But y'all have a blessed Friday the 13th. Y'all have a blessed Friday the 13th. And always remember this. Don't let people